drama queen, and welcome to the drama castle. Overheard them mention hater, not a pretty word like moist or moisture. Wanna quit but you know I'm a soldier. Try to get me out, you know it's game over. Say it's toxic, chaotic, unhealthy. Always play my cards right, don't test me. I'm not here to play nice, no I can't be. And if you're trying to stop me, that's a guarantee. Too many people try to get me out, and it worked for a second, but I'm back now, better than ever. Welcome to the drama castle. I am your drama queen, and welcome to the drama castle. You try to stop me, but you can't. Too many people try to stop me, but you can't. You can't.
Yeah. Skiiwalker's head looking rough, I grab a lot. Claims he's got the scoop, but the truth he forgot. Chasing Snyder dreams, Netflix on the line. Delusion running deep, yeah he's out of time. Restore the verse, he screams to the sky. Promises are lies, built to defy. His noggin got bumps, his story's got cracks. Living in a dream, never facing the facts. Zack Snyder's shadow, he prays for a call. Netflix ain't listening, not at all. He's a Jedi in name, but Sith in the brain. Deception on repeat, driving fans insane. Bumpy head wisdom, smooth as a rock. Telling tales tall, ticking off the clock. Says he's got sources, but it's all smoke. Just another joker, spinning the joke. Keyboard warrior in his basement throne, claiming he's connected but he's all alone. Snyder cut dreams, they're all he can see, but reality's a mirror and it's screaming flee. Restore the verse, he screams to the sky. Promises are lies, built to defy. His noggin got bumps, his story's got cracks. Living in a dream, never facing the facts. Zack Snyder's shadow, he prays for a call. Netflix ain't listening, not at all. He's a Jedi in name, the Sith in the brain. Deception on repeat, driving fans insane. Bumpy head wisdom, smooth as a rock. Telling tales tall, ticking off the clock. Says he's got sources, but it's all smoke. Just another joker, spinning the joke.
Cause I know you want me, baby, I think I want you too. They call me Superman, I'm here to rescue you. I wanna save you, girl, come be in Shady's world.
They call me Superman, lay tall hoes in a single bound. I'm single now, got no ring on his finger now. I'd never let another chick bring me down. A relationship, save it bitch, babysit, you make me sick. Superman ain't saving shit, girl you can jump on Shady's dick. Straight from the hip, cut to the chase. I tell a motherfucker slap to her face. Play no games, say no names. Ever since I broke up with what's her face, I'm a different man. Kiss my ass, kiss my lips, bitch my ass. Kiss my dick, get my cash. I'd rather have you with my ass. Don't put out, I'll put you out. Won't get out, I'll push you out. Buzz blew out, poppin' shit with a piss on fire to put you out. Am I too nice? Buy you ice, bitch if you die, I'll buy you life. What you tryna be my new wife? What you a riot, fuck you twice. But I do know one thing though, bitches they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday, Monday through Sunday, yo. Maybe I'll love you one day, maybe we'll someday, oh. Till then just sit your drunk ass on that fucking runway, ho. Cause I can't be a Superman, can't be a Superman, can't be a Superman, can't be a Superman, I can't be a Superman, can't be a Superman, can't be a Superman, a Superman. love these hoes. It's no secret, everybody knows. Yeah, we fucked, bitch, so what? That's about as far as your buddy goes. We'll be friends, I'll call you again. I'll chase you around every bar you attend. Never know what kind of call I'll be in. We'll see how much you'll be partying then. You don't want that, neither do I don't wanna flip when I see you with guys. Too much pride between you and I. Not a jealous man, but females lie. But I guess that's just what starts do. How could it ever be just us two? I never loved you enough to trust you. We just met and I just fucked you. But I do know one thing though. Bitches, they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo. Maybe I'll love you one day. Maybe we'll someday glow. Till they just sit your drunk ass on that fucking runway, ho. Cause I can't be a Superman. Can't be a Superman. Can't be a Superman. Can't be a Superman. I can't be a Superman. Can't be a Superman. Can't be a Superman. Don't get me wrong, I love these hoes. It's no secret, everybody knows. Yeah, we fucked, bitch, so what? That's about as far as your buddy goes. We'll be friends, I'll call you again. I'll chase you around every bar you attend. Never know what kind of call I'll be in. We'll see how much you'll party and then. You know I love these hoes. It's no secret, everybody knows. Yeah, we fucked, bitch, so what? That's about as far as your buddy goes. We'll be friends, I'll call you again. I'll chase you around every bar you attend. Never know what kind of call I'll be in. We'll see how much your body goes. I can't be a Superman. Can't be a Superman. Can't be a Superman. Can't be a Superman. I can't be a Superman. Can't be a Superman.
Hello, my beautiful, amazing community. How are y'all doing? Hopefully, y'all having a great start of your week. Welcome to Revelations. I am your host, Ray, formerly known as Saggy Melons, as most of the people who know me and these people know me as, but they refuse to say my name because they're a bunch of pussies. Anyways, how y'all doing? Much love to the chat. Look at your beautiful names and pictures in my chat right now. We got Anthony, day one Anthony. We got Aerostream. People love rewriting history. These guys sure do. But we know about a lot of people who are like these guys, man. So, I mean, even Henry Resilience community can relate to these guys because they I don't know if they're worse than Dickhead, but they definitely up there. They definitely up there. My beautiful Jillykins. Much love to you, Jillykins. We got Juice Box Poppy. I'm here for the downfalls. Let's go. I'm here for it too because we got the truth, man. It's all about the truth here. I'm not a truth channel, by the way. I'm a drama channel, a commentary channel. But sometimes the truth got to come out. Sometimes I got to be a truth channel right now. Right now, this topic, I'm a truth channel. We got Darkness Under the Wind, another day oneer. You know, shout out to Darkness Under the Wind. Jillykins, drop in the GoFundMe, guys, real quick, just so you know. Once we hit the GoFundMe goal, we are doing a raffle for those of y'all who donated to the GoFundMe. And one of the things that we are going to be raffling off is a poster from the Power Rangers movie film, signed by the late Jason David Frank, that his assistant Francis is going to donate for the raffle, as well as any item of your choosing from the merch store, guys. So if you guys want to win the poster signed by Jason David Frank, as well as some merch, make sure you hit that link and help a girl out. Appreciate it. We appreciate it. Up here comes TTS. He got to come in here and be part of the show.
Do I see a super chat?
Yeah, but we get into the say hi to people. Yeah, we got to say hi to people.
We didn't get to the super chat.
We're not there yet.
You still saying what up to people?
Yeah, you got to give me a second.
So fuck the super chat for a second. I'm going to say, what up, chat? TTS in the house. Diabolical.
It kills me. I can't just say hi to chat. He just came in here like the FBI open up, bro. It was crazy. What up, Jamal Breezy? How are you doing? Much love. Luna with a big comment here. I can't wait till Saturday because imagine if Skiiwalker is gonna go crazy since Zach might find a new project. Let's just say LMAO. If it doesn't happen, of course, but who knows? I know, right? We got Bob in the chat. I'm here for this wrinkle-headed asshole to get clowned on, and clown on him. We will. Hominess, hello, Hominess. I love seeing everybody come in the chat who are familiar with this guy. I appreciate y'all. DDH1. I'm just gonna call you DDH1. How are you? How are you, gorgeous? How you doing? Let's see. Going down the chat. Okay, there we go. All right, TTS. I got through saying hello. Come on back now. Come on back now. TTS. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine.
You better say please.
Please?
You yelling demands out the room and shit. The fuck is going on out here? What's the super chat say? Who's it from? Oh, wait a second. I have it right in front of me. Hold on a second. The Arrow Stream with a $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. He says, this is for Ray, R-E-I. But what about me? It's not for me too? Damn, Arrow. That's crazy. It's just for Ray, not for me too? Nah. Appreciate you though, my guy. Diabolical.
Thank you, TTS. The faces he makes when he does that is crazy. But all right, thank you so much, Aerostream, for the $9.99 super chat. Now, for those of you who are like kind of not familiar with this guy, I guess the TLDR version of it is he is a huge Zack Snyder fan. We call him a cult leader because he went from being a fan to creating a hashtag sell Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix movement, where he's trying to, I guess, get DC, Discovery, whatever, Warner Brothers over there, to sell the IP rights to Netflix so Zack Snyder can finish his trilogy that he was supposed to be making after the Justice League Zack Snyder cut movie. And at this point, because it's been so long, I don't even know why they're still trying to get that to happen, because, like, is anybody really going to care at this point? DC has clearly moved on in a new direction, and we've been telling them for years it's not going to happen. This is why it's not going to happen, but these guys don't care. It's all about themselves and what they want, and they don't give a shit who they got to stomp on to get there. But I guess Skiiwalker did a live stream last night because he is so mad. He is so friggin' butthurt that the entire internet flamed him for bragging about going to San Diego Comic-Con last weekend and bragging about trying to make director James Gunn uncomfortable. It was the most insane thing that he was bragging about. And then when he had so much backlash, people were like, bro, this dude's crazy. Somebody should get extra security for James Gunn. Somebody should contact the FBI. Now he's backpedaling, trying to make it seem like that's not what he was doing, even though it's not the first time he has tried to, like, I guess, instigate conflict IRL over Zack Snyder's movie. You know, he's a weird guy. His whole community is a bunch of weirdos. But he did a live stream last night where he's now trying to, I guess, tell the story of Matt Jarbo. Juicebox is gonna love this one. Juicebox Poppy's gonna love this one because, yes, last night, him and his boyfriend, Skiiwalker, and his boyfriend, the New Geeks, was doing a live stream reacting to the infamous Killstream because they feel like they're calling Matt Jarbo the leader, I guess, of the opposition for the Zack Snyder fan base. As you see the title, it says a history lesson. First of all, this is the first time these guys probably even really watched this video, and I got a lot to say about this. Like I said, Juicebox Poppy's in chat. He's familiar with Matt Jarbo and the history, so it's gonna be fun to reminisce. It's gonna be fun to reminisce for sure.
Do I see another super chat? Jamal Breezy in the house. What's up, my guy? We appreciate you. $2 super chat. He says, Avengers Assemble.
Avengers Assemble. That's
diabolical.
Yeah, there we go. So, yes, Matt, yes. This is a decade ago, by the way. This situation happened a decade ago. Now, I'm not going to react to their reaction, because number one, I can't sit here and stomach listening to these fucking guys talk, but I'll give you the cliff notes. If y'all want to sit there and watch this boring ass stream of them rewriting history, trying to like make it seem like they know what the fuck they're talking about, you guys can go over there and check them out. But for now, for those of you who are not familiar with what the hell they're watching, okay, number one, Matt Jarbo is somebody who basically started his YouTube journey through this movement called Gamergate. A couple people who are even on this panel that they're reacting to were part of Gamergate, okay? And I would just Google Gamergate. I'm not trying to sit here and educate y'all on what Gamergate is. It's just one of those movements where a bunch of people were trying to push back against the gaming industry and shit. So, Matt Jarbo got big over that. Then there was the infamous Killstream where he went on this podcast, and they kind of asked him to show his report history, his flagging history, to see if he's been reporting other content creators for criticizing him, to which he did basically say, yeah, I did do that. Basically, not sure. I did have some reports that I put on people's channels, and that got him canceled, basically. But obviously, you know, Matt came back. He's still doing his thing. But he's been going at the Zack Snyder cult for a while. And now they're trying to use this history. And it's funny because out of all the things they could use, because they've used his polar bear video for a while. Again, if you know about the polar bear video, okay? Matt thought it would be a funny idea to have a fucking puppet polar bear say some very inappropriate and offensive shit, okay? And one of those offensive things was the N-word with the hard R, okay? Again, this is a decade ago, not his best moments, not his greatest hits, but a decade ago. Y'all are still talking about shit that happened 10 years ago. Since then, Matt Jarbo has matured, he has grown, and y'all keep wanting to talk about something that's a decade old. But then again, why am I surprised coming from a bunch of people who won't let Zack Snyder's fucking Justice League die, bro? Y'all stay in the past. So why am I surprised at this point? Okay? The funny thing about this whole them reacting to the Killstream is the fact that they have no fucking idea who anyone else on this fucking panel is. Well, here, let me fucking educate you, Skiiwalker the Deadeye, because your eyes are fucking dead if you can't see the stupidity of you doing this right now. So the Killstream is basically hosted, or was hosted, by a man who goes by the name of the Gunt, aka Ethan Ralph. Now, who is Ethan Ralph? Well, you know Skiiwalker and these fucking weirdos don't know, because again, if you're gonna use the Killstream to call out to call him Matt Jarbo, you should know who Ethan fucking Ralph is and why it's important that, hey, I just want to point out too, real quick, he made this whole comment when people were sourcing Resident Justice, my friend RJ, when RJ's fucking post about the stupid shit he did at San Diego Comic-Con went viral. Okay, he was like, "This is the source you're using? Bitch, look at the source you're using." Who is Ethan Ralph, guys? Ethan Ralph is a podcaster, self-proclaimed gonzo journalist. All right. And it says here, he's an alt-right American podcaster, self-proclaimed gonzo journalist, and convicted revenge pornographer who started his troll career during the Gamergate harassment campaign. They call it a harassment campaign. He doxed and harassed game developer Brianna Wu via his website, The Ralph Retort. His primary platform is his podcast, The Killstream, stylized #Killstream, where he spends most of his time shit-faced on Maker's Mark and hollering at his haters, which is true. That's literally what he did. Okay? Ralph has been banned from services including YouTube, where he formerly hosted his show. As of 2021, the Killstream was hosted on Trovo Live after receiving a month-long suspension from the alt-tech streaming service D Live early in January. The show is also published on Apple Podcasts. On January 5th, 2022, Ralph pled non-contender. I'm butchering that word, but no contest, okay? Ralph pled no contest, thus accepting conviction without admitting guilt to disseminating revenge porn. of his former girlfriend. Am I reading that right? Disseminating. I did say that right. Revenge porn of his former girlfriend with whom he has a son and receives a suspended sentence of 12 months as long as he maintains good behavior. Okay? How about you guys look up who the fuck Ethan Ralph is? If you're going to use that Killstream as a source to paint Matt Jarbo as a bad person for flagging down some fucking videos, well, let's look at the fucking source. Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph is gross. Ethan Ralph is convicted of distributing revenge porn of his ex-girlfriend. A video that's still up on the internet till this day. He has a history of alcohol and drug abuse, which is very apparent if you watched any of his fucking streams or videos. Okay? Oh, wait. It gets better. Hold on, guys. It gets better. Because these guys are using the Killstream and Ethan Ralph as a source to prove that Matt Jarbo is just the biggest piece of shit in the planet. Hold on. I got y'all. Because a few years ago, Matt Jarbo hosted a stream on his own channel, right? Where he had Ethan Ralph on his channel, right? To confront Mr. Medicare. It was Mr. Medicare versus Ethan Ralph. Again, Mr. Medicare is another big YouTube content creator, right? Not only was Ethan Ralph at this point very much heavily intoxicated and probably on drugs, right? Listen to what Matt says. Wow. Mind you, this is a decade after Ethan Ralph got Matt Jarbo canceled for flagging down YouTube channels. Let's take a listen and watch what happens.
Well, I mean, I have my thoughts.
I'm gonna throw myself out.
I'm not mentioning that fucking shit. No. That shit was old and dead and buried. But no, look, Ralph thing, man, is like, you know, you are a fucking hypocrite. All right. Like, and you know you're a hypocrite, dude.
I'll mute myself so you two can go for it.
No, I'm not trying to get involved in this shit, but it's like you're out there complaining about people coming into your fucking house, dude. Like, I got doxxed 3 years ago with that shit. I've had people come to my house. I've had shit sent to my house.
Sure.
All right. Like,
people come to my house, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it's cool and I don't support it. All I'm saying is, like, you know, it's like fucking have some goddamn empathy for other people who you help put in those situations.
No, well, you don't understand. Like, well, maybe you do it, maybe you don't. But
I understand a lot more than you fucking think, dude.
Well, let me
all right.
speak. And I'll let you speak for sure. I actually I have a lot of empathy for people in our position, I guess you could say. So yeah, I don't
just want to point out. You hear how he's talking? Do you hear how he's talking? He is 100% not sober when he's on the stream, by the way. Okay.
I think that's
well, let me ask you this. I want an honest answer. How many fucking people have you flagged? Like, literally, because I did 13. It was stupid, but that's the number. All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna get into.
Nah, but dude, that's the thing, man. You went at me for a long ass fucking time. All right, you went at me for a long ass time over my kid.
It doesn't matter if you yell about your.
Nah, all I'm pointing out, man, is like if you want me to have empathy over you having a daughter in a couple months.
I don't care about your empathy. I hope you die in a ditch.
I'm sure you fucking do hope I die, but the reality of it is we're here and I'm not.
I literally don't care, Matt.
You do care. You obviously care because you bring it up a lot. And he quit.
Yep. The moment Matt Jarbo pressed Ethan Ralph about his flagging history, Ethan Ralph decided that he wasn't going to answer that question, and then he raged and left the stream. Wow. It's almost like a lot of the people who cry about false flagging don't really give a fuck about it, because I've said this for many years. Every YouTuber fucking does it. They really do. They just don't want to admit it because they know that it's going to be frowned upon. Okay? Now, Skiiwalker, the fucking moron Jedi, using Ethan Ralph in the Killstream about a decade ago to basically say, hey, guys, look, they're flagging my stream. I don't know why they're flagging me because it's coming from Matt Jarbo because he's done it before. So they're doing it to me again. Bruh, I can confirm Matt Jarbo did not flag your channel, but I know for a fact your channel got flagged because you fucking doxed somebody on your stream, you stupid fuck. That is why you probably are getting reported, because you definitely got reported for the stream you did where you were doxing RJ. And it's not a false flag when you're actually doing the thing that goes against YouTube's terms of services. And then trying to use, again, the Killstream as a gotcha moment on Matt Jarbo, which, again, Matt Jarbo got canceled. Like, he has 100,000 subscribers on this main channel. And it died after the flagging incident. And here he is years later admitting it. Yeah, I did it. I did about like 13. It was stupid, but that's the number. He owned it and said, yeah, this happened. I did this shit. But when he pressed the guy who was the one who exposed that years ago, notice how he ran? Notice how he ran away? Notice how he didn't answer the question? But that's the guy you want to source Skiiwalker the Jedi while you're talking about how other people source RJ? This is why these dudes piss me off. They say shit because they know people aren't going to look at the fucking truth. They're not going to look for the truth. They're going to take this dumbass's fucking word and run with it. Gonna take these fucking clowns and run with it. And then say, well, I don't understand why these people keep talking about us, why they can't just leave us alone. Because y'all don't stop talking shit. Y'all don't stop talking lies. And we know it's lies, so we're gonna fucking expose your bullshit lies. They later on, after this, again, the reason why they're doing this is because they claim that Matt Jarbo is the one that's having in his channel flagged. He's the one who's running the anti-Zack Snyder movement and shit. What else? Oh, I love when they get to the part where they mention me but don't mention me. Okay? They mention me in a way of like, well, this person came back on social media. I didn't even know they were gone, but they came back just to talk shit about us. And I'm like, bitch, don't fucking flatter yourselves. I didn't come back for y'all. I came back because there was some other shit that I was fucking covering, you stupid fucks. You egotistical pricks. The world doesn't fucking revolve around y'all. Not in my world. It just so happens that as I'm coming back, this fucking goofball goes to a fucking convention and brags about trying to intimidate a movie director. Coincidence? 100%. I didn't come back for y'all bums. Oh, they come back. And then they say, oh, I'm not going to say the person's name, but I'll say it in the back. And I know who they're talking about, bro. I know who they're talking about. They say my name when it's convenient, where they think it's going to get them anywhere. But then when it comes to this, oh, we're not going to say her name because y'all are fucking cowards. That's why you guys got me blocked. That's why all y'all little pussy-ass bitches blocked me. She's so toxic. She's so toxic. You're damn right. I'm toxic to toxic people, bro. I'm nice to nice people, but I sure as hell will be toxic to toxic people 100%. I give you the same energy you give me. You give me toxicity, you're gonna get toxicity. You give me civil, I'll give you civil. But y'all not giving me that. All y'all did was talk shit right back, which is fine. You have every rights to do that. But don't be mad because I keep talking shit. I don't fucking like you motherfuckers over there. I think y'all are frauds. I think y'all are manipulative narcissists. I think, and this dude, New Geek, his little boyfriend over there, talk about mental health. Okay, let's talk about mental health. Y'all don't give a fuck about the mental health that you cause when you guys are fucking attacking RJ. When y'all would be attacking RJ all the time like you did. Y'all didn't care about his mental health. You want to talk about mental health? Oh, I don't like when people use it as a shield. Dude, what do you mean? This man talk about he works in the field. Don't know that people have mental health. Mental health issues are very common in like a lot of people, bro. Doesn't necessarily mean they're using it as a shield. Talking about having mental health issues is not using it as a shield. It's just saying, hey, I have mental health issues. And not once did anyone use that as a fucking excuse. Not once. It's funny how the person is the one bringing it up. Seems like they're using it more like a shield than anything else. Oh, it really pisses me off when people talk about their mental health. Then I don't know how you in the field and you mad about people talking about their mental health. Clearly you're bullshitting. You're not in the fucking field. Because like what kind of person in the field is going to say, oh, okay, it pisses me off when people use mental health. No one has ever used mental health. Matt Jarbo, if that's who they're referring to, did mention that he had some mental health issues that, you know, contributed to some of the shit that he was feeling and some of the shit he was acting. But he never said that, oh, my God, please excuse me for my mental health behavior. No, that never happened. Like, honestly, these guys are fucking pathetic. And they keep talking about shit that they have no idea what they're talking about. They don't even know who Ethan Ralph is. You reacting to a Killstream. You don't even know what the Killstream is. You don't know Ethan Ralph's history. Want to talk about using a fucking source, a trashy source? Look up Ethan Ralph, Skiiwalker the Jedi, and fucking like Nunu Geeks. Look that man up. He's convicted. He got convicted of revenge porning his ex-girlfriend. He's a fucking shitty ass fucking father. At least he was. I hope he got better. But at the time, he was a disgusting trash human being who got into so many fights over online drama. Like, dude, people used to fucking travel across the country to find this man to beat the fuck out of him. You know you're not a good person when people are paying to fly across the country just to whoop your ass. Ethan Ralph is a trash human being, and he never cared about Matt Jarbo flagging anybody. He just wanted to use it to get him canceled. So everybody would be like, oh, everyone hate Matt Jarbo. And then a few years later, what happened? Oh, you don't want to show your flag history now, Ethan Ralph? But that's the person you're using, Skidmarker. That's the person you're using as your fucking source. You want to talk about sources? Okay. Yes, I did call him a deflated basketball head, 100%. Because ain't no way somebody has a brain in that head. And as like, again, they bank on the fact that their community is fucking stupid. Like their entire audience is just dumb. The comments, they said, oh my God, these people need a therapist. What kind of people care about mental health? And then just say, you guys need a therapist. I want to see all your PhDs right the fuck now. For you to know if we need therapy or not. Because the only person who needs therapy in this situation is this bitch ass. Okay? That's somebody who clearly needs therapy. That's somebody who clearly needs to see a professional. Go into fucking conventions to fucking intimidate fucking movie directors so he can get attention. They want to talk about, they want attention. They want attention. What the fuck do you think this is, bro? What do you think this is? This is somebody who clearly wants attention. And whose attention does he want? These two guys right here. He wants Zack Snyder to acknowledge him and support him. He wants James Gunn to be his nemesis online. This man is not well. When you go to a convention trying to like intimidate somebody or even bragging about doing it, that is not a well-minded person. That is a sick individual that needs some serious help. Like I'd rather him say, I'm going to be Superman for real, guys. I got the suit. I'm ready to be Superman for real. I'd rather him be that kind of delusional than be the type of person who goes to events to try to get people like start shit with him so he has a story to tell. He's like a little fucking teenager that wants to look cool in front of his friends. Oh, hey guys, you guys jumping the quarry today? Yeah, I jumped the quarry last night. Yeah, it was so cool, man. Yeah, nobody was there. I did it by myself. I'm so based. I jumped the quarry, guys. You guys going quarry jumping? That's Skiiwalker. He's like a teenager trying to be cool. So he can have a story to tell his friends. Yeah, guys, I went to fucking this convention, dude, and like I saw the friggin' YouTuber we've been talking about, that friggin' dude we don't like. Yeah, I followed him into the bathroom hoping he'd do something. I just stared him down as he was peeing at the urinal, looking at him hard like, yo, you gonna do something after you fucking shake it? You know, you gonna throw hands? You gonna wash your hands after you friggin' piss and then we gonna throw down? So I can go back online and tell everybody that you got into a fight with me, bro? I've never met a person in my life that wants their ass beat so bad so they can tell y'all about it. Like, make that make sense. This man wants to get his ass beat so bad so he can go on his fucking live stream with his fucking boyfriend, all black and bruised and bloody, and cry about how fucking James Gunn fans are so evil. That's what he really wants to do. He wants somebody to whoop his ass. I've said many times, I'm happy to oblige. It's like, I swear to God, some people online, it's like, tell me you want to get your ass beat without telling me you want to get your ass beat. Because I don't understand why y'all act so cool and tough on the internet, then block like bitches, and then talk shit on your fucking echo chamber YouTube channels. I have literally posted my link so many times for these cowards to come on here and say this shit to me, and they won't. Why won't y'all? Y'all are about that life. Y'all are so tough. Y'all are so hard. But when I drop a link in the chat, y'all never click it. Y'all never click it. Oh, we don't want the toxicity. Then why are you looking for it? Does nobody think it's toxic for a friggin' YouTuber to go to a convention and try to get security to kick you out? Is it not toxic for you to go into a panel for a movie director you don't like just to stare them down in hopes they notice you? Bragging about making the man feel uncomfortable. He didn't even know you were there. But that's not toxic, guys. He just went to a convention and went to a panel. He paid to be there. He went to a panel for an actor. He's been very vocal about how much he can't stand that actor. I'm sorry, the director. But that's not toxic, guys. No, that's not toxic. No. Not toxic at all. You know, just some fans, some very passionate fans, guys. They're just passionate. They're not toxic. It's just passion. Why are we mad at them for being passionate for what they like? Why? We're so toxic. They just we want to support a movie that's never coming out. We want to support Zack Snyder, even though we're not really supporting the shit he's currently doing. We're just supporting the shit that he's not doing. That's how much I love Zack Snyder. I love Zack Snyder so much, guys, that I don't care what he's doing now. To hell with what he's doing now. I love him so much. I only care about what he's already done and what he currently can't do. To hell, Rebel Moon. Who wants to watch Rebel Moon? Go back to DC, Zack. Your fans are waiting. Your fans are begging you to go back. Even though Zack has said many times he has no control over that decision. But they don't care. It's all about them. It's all about them and what they want. These people will never, ever genuinely show that they give a shit about Zack Snyder. You know why? Because they've done everything to make his fucking fandom look like shit. And the actual fans of Zack, they always catch strays. Why? Because of these weirdos. Yes, Twilight of the Gods was really good. I did see that. But hey, they labeled me Zack Snyder's #1 hater, Eric. Did you know that? You're in the presence of Zack Snyder's #1 hater. Even though Matt Jarbo is the leader of the Zack Snyder fucking haters club. But I'm the #1 hater. That's what they labeled me. That's what I've been crowned. Even though I love Twilight of the Gods. I loved Sucker Punch. I loved The Watchmen. I loved Dawn of the Dead. I loved Army of the Dead. I loved Army of Thieves. But I'm a hater of Zack Snyder, y'all. I'm a hater. But I love all those movies. But I'm the biggest hater for Zack Snyder, y'all. Because they said so. Because I call them out. The toxic Zack Snyder fans. The cults of the Zack Snyder fans. The cult leader. Self-proclaimed, by the way. I didn't name him that. He's basically self-proclaimed leader of the Zack Snyder sell Justice League to Netflix movement. He's the leader of it, so you're a cult. What pisses me off is them really using decade-old situation to go after somebody They do it with James Gunn. I'm sorry. The fact that they think that anyone is a predator for supporting James Gunn because James Gunn said some stupid, dark, edgy shit back in the day when he was fucking younger and that shit was literally the norm. Do y'all not remember how dark and edgy humor was back then? Before, pedophile jokes were fucking funny until you realize some of the people making those jokes were actually predators. It wasn't funny anymore. And people started to understand that and they stopped thinking those jokes were funny. But y'all don't remember those days? That's fine. I'm not saying that the humor has to hit. Y'all don't have to laugh at those jokes. No one ever said that. No one has ever said that you had to laugh and find it funny what James Gunn said decades ago. However, holding that man accountable decades later, when there was an investigation that happened and nothing came out of it, no one accused James Gunn of hurting a child. He just made some disgusting jokes. But no one made a claim he touched a kid. So y'all calling this man a pedophile is fucking insane. And anyone supporting him a pedophile is even more insane because now y'all are just fucking defaming everybody. If you like James Gunn, guys, you're a predator, according to these fucking weirdos. And they say it all the time. Honestly, if I was James Gunn and I gave a shit about these guys, I'd fucking sue the shit out of them. But you know what's sad? That's what they want. Because like I said, Skiiwalker wants to get beat up so he can tell about it. That's what he does. He wants to get his ass beat so he can tell everybody about it. So everyone can feel sorry for him. Oh my God, James Gunn, the Predator, is suing Skiiwalker the Jedi. What a bully. Why? James Gunn has so much money and he's so famous. Why would he waste his time suing a small content creator? Wow, Skiiwalker must have really got to him. No, you're just going around defaming the man. I really hope one day, and I won't even say I hope because I don't hope it happens, but I feel like at some point it's going to happen. Somebody's going to get legit hurt. Whether Skiiwalker gets hurt or he ends up hurting somebody else or somebody in his community that's so passionate is going to hurt somebody over fucking words on the internet, right? Somebody's going to get fucking hurt. Will Zack Snyder actually say something to shut these fuckers up or not? Is it going to take somebody actually getting hurt for Zack Snyder to say, I do not support or condone the bullshit you guys are doing? Don't forget, guys, Zack Snyder and James Gunn, for the millionth trillion time, are friends. They're friends. And again, yes, does that make Zack Snyder a pedo too? According to these guys, he has to be. He has to be. No, sorry, Darkness of the Wind. They say that they're not friends. Zack's just being professional. When Zack Snyder says James Gunn is his buddy, it's just him being professional. He would never be unprofessional and say anything like, suck it, Warner Brothers. Zack would never be unprofessional and basically say, like, I don't fuck with you, right? Nah, not Zack Snyder. Not Zack Snyder. No, he's just going to lie to everybody and say, hey, me and James Gunn are friends, but like behind the scenes, fuck that guy. Yeah, that's what they want you to think. That's what they manipulate their audience to think, that Zack Snyder can't stand James Gunn. It's just professionalism. You do know James Gunn and Zack Snyder are both grown men, right? You know Zack Snyder in particular is a grown man, right? And Zack Snyder 100% doesn't come off as the type of guy who would just hang around somebody he don't like just because he's being professional. I think he don't give a fuck as long as he's still capable and able of making films and being creative. I don't think Zack Snyder's really worried about, like, if I like this person or not. Like, if he don't like the person, I don't think he would ever work with that person. Because, again, I want to remind Skiiwalker's stupid ass and his stupid community that when Zack Snyder was on a YouTube channel and the question about his thoughts about James Gunn taking over with DC, you know, Zack didn't have to say anything, really, but he did. And you know what he said? I don't know if you guys remember. This is Zack Snyder's quote. I don't know if you guys remember that me and James worked on a movie together. If you guys remember Dawn of the Dead. You know, letting people know, like, yes, me and James Gunn are cool. We've worked on a movie together. Let's just keep ignoring the fact that when James Gunn was announced as, you know, running DC Studios with Peter Safran, right? Let's not forget when people asked, you know, James Gunn, and everyone was talking about James Gunn and Zack Snyder stuff. He's like, I asked Zack about it. I asked Zack, like, you want to come back and do something? And Zack said, nah, I got something going on over Netflix. Oh, but that was a lie too, I guess. Right? Oh, and let's not forget, days before Superman, James Gunn's Superman was released, they asked him in an interview about the Superman suit. And James Gunn said, I called Zack Snyder and asked him his thoughts on why he didn't put the red trunks on his Superman suit. You have now James Gunn calling Zack Snyder to ask Zack for advice. It sounds like they're friends. I don't know what kind of friends these people are used to, but like, friends tend to call other friends for advice on shit, do they not? Kind of sounds like these people are full of shit. And they know they're full of shit. You know how they know? Because they keep spewing the shit. And they keep trying to discredit everyone calling them out. Well, you can try to discredit me all you want, but notice how they don't really go on about me too much because they don't know too much about me. They don't got the dirt on me. What do you got on me, bruh? Go ahead. There's nothing you have on me that I haven't put out there my goddamn self. The only thing they say about me, guys, is they accuse me of running alt accounts that they have no proof belong to me. And I've told you guys many times, I'm not running alt accounts. And the only proof they show is a bunch of accounts that they did block and claiming that they belong to me and Resident Justice. That's it. I can do that too. I've done it. Last time I did a stream about these clowns, I showed you guys my block list. And I just said, yeah, that's Skiiwalker the Jedi. That's RJ. That's this person. How the fuck do I know who these alt accounts are, bro? You can just say it and make it seem like it's a fact. It is not a fact. And I keep talking about these people because I really want you to understand how much shit these people are full of. Because they are full of shit. They are objectively garbage people. Do you know why? Because garbage people will continuously lie to people about stupid shit they don't need to lie about. I don't give a fuck if they support Zack Snyder properly. I don't give a fuck that they still want the Snyderverse. What I do care about is the lies, the tactics they use to put that message out there. The hate that they actually put out there that they claim they don't. Y'all do put hate out there. Anytime somebody says that they're excited for DC or James Gunn, y'all motherfuckers are the ones that are going to try to shit on them for being excited for DC. Y'all are pathetic losers. And you want to put your fingers at anyone else being a loser? You want to call RJ a loser? RJ went to school. RJ got his education. Something y'all motherfuckers seem to be lacking and need to go back to. You want to talk about how RJ's fat and ugly and unattractive? I'd rather give RJ the time of day than any of you weirdos over there. RJ's not trying to spread hate over fandom shit. He's just trying to have a discussion like most normal people do. I've never thought I would live to see the day where movie talk became a fucking argument all the time. I never thought I'd see the day where people get so upset that you like something that they don't, or vice versa, where now we got to argue about it and we got to be mad about it. We got to hate people about it. It's called entertainment. Why are y'all not entertained? Oh, right, because you're spending your time listening to a bunch of content creators who are trying to tell you this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. This is woke, this is woke, this is woke. Y'all have parasocial relationships to movie directors. And y'all are grown-ass adults. Make it make sense. James Gunn cannot hurt you, bro. James Gunn over there making movies. Zack Snyder is making movies. They don't give a fuck about y'all. They're never going to give a fuck about y'all. They're artists. They want to create. They don't got time to sit here and fucking hold your hand for your stupid hashtags. Y'all should stop letting YouTubers tell you what you're supposed to like and not like. Stop letting YouTubers gaslight you into feeling bad for wanting to support some director that they don't like. Stop letting these YouTubers tell you something's bad. Are you guys incapable of having taste in what you like? It's like me going to your house and telling you not to enjoy the food you enjoy. Don't eat that. It's bad for you. Well, I like it. Well, it's bad for you. Well, I still like it. Well, okay, you're a grown-ass adult. Who am I to tell you what to eat? You like spaghetti? Eat spaghetti. You don't like spaghetti? Eat a hamburger. I don't know what to tell you, but who the fuck am I to tell y'all what to like? Nobody. So why are we letting these YouTubers tell y'all what you guys should like? Because that's what they do. Like, nobody said that they could not have an opinion, but like, y'all be pushing your opinions on other people and they get mad. Because remember, this all started with us because me, RJ, Matt Jarbo, we told them that it's time to move on from the Snyderverse and maybe get excited for the new DCU. But our opinion was shit out on. They told us we were stupid. We didn't know what we were talking about, right? But yet, they can do it. They can do it. They can tell y'all that if you support James Gunn, you're a trash person. You don't have any taste. You don't care about DC. You're not a real fan of DC if you support James Gunn. But if I say, well, y'all are not real Zack Snyder fans if you're not supporting Zack Snyder and what he's currently doing with all the projects he's got going on, same thing. But I'm in the wrong when I say it because I'm not on the right side of their argument. And that is why I've always called these people out. That's why they can't stand me. That's why they block me and won't fucking confront me because they know they'd lose. They know they'd lose because they lost the first time they came on a panel with me and tried to fucking do this shit to me. They lost. They lost. They took their ball and they went home and they never came back. That's why I'm the boogeyman over there. That's why they won't say my name. They'll say my name in the chat here and there because those dudes are pussies too. Why are you talking about me in the chat? Y'all have me blocked. Y'all have me blocked. I dropped a link when y'all came to my channel trolling me on alt accounts, right? Y'all came to my chat and trolled me on alt accounts and I dropped the link and y'all bitches never came up. But notice how every time an alt account goes into their chat, they should just drop a link like I do. Come on here and say it to my fucking face. But they don't. They block, and then they just accuse the alt account of being me or RJ or whoever, whatever. Who cares? That's all they do. Their little echo chamber. Oh, you guys who can't be here, you're trolls. You can't have an opinion if you disagree with us, you're trolls. I have, though. I have. Ask anybody. Ask Darkness Under the Wind. When Darkness is always here for the Skiiwalker stream. I dropped the link many times for them to come on here and say something to my fucking face. And they never do. They just say, oh, she's toxic. There's no need. There's no point talking to her. She's just gonna yell and scream. Yeah, I'm gonna yell and scream. I yell and scream when people say lies to my fucking face or try to lie on my platform. Don't come on here and lie on my platform. Tell the truth. You only care about yourself. You don't care about Zack Snyder. You only give a shit about how this whole thing with Zack Snyder is going to make your channel big. His channel got monetized because of Zack Snyder. Man quit his job to do YouTube full time to talk about Zack Snyder. But he's sane. He don't need to see a therapist, guys. We all need to see a therapist. Not the guy who quit his job at 1,000, like to almost 3,000 subscribers. Making maybe 1,000 views per stream, per video, whatever, right? Not that guy. That guy don't need mental health issues. I wonder what his therapist would say if he went to his therapist and said, yeah, I quit my job. I quit my full-time job where I was making like 20-something an hour to do YouTube full-time. Now, I'm not pocket watching, but I guarantee you he ain't making a lot of money on that channel, because I know for small channels like this, and I know how much money or how many views you have to get on a YouTube channel to actually make a decent profit. He ain't hitting those numbers. He ain't hitting those numbers. He got lucky with that fucking shit show of a live stream where he admitted to doing some dumb shit at a convention where that friggin' live stream blew up. But even then, that stream is not making him bank, bro. 10,000 views is not breaking your bank. That's not sustainable income. That's not sustainable income. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why these guys continue to perpetuate lies, continue to say shit, but they're too afraid to be fucking confronted. It's weird because Skiiwalker, you have no problems trying to like get into confrontations in the real world, but yet on internet, you run like a pussy. You won't confront people on the internet, but you'll confront them in the real world. Make that make sense. You can't even have a conversation on the internet. You block and run like a coward with your tail between your legs. With your tail between your legs, sir. Like, who's intimidated by this? I really want to know. Is anyone looking at this man like, damn, I don't want to mess with that guy? Like, I look at this man like, yo, how many swirlies did you get in school, bro? Like, how many? Is that why your head looks like that? Were you getting too many swirlies in the toilet, bro? Is that what it is? The waves from the fucking flushing of the toilet? Is that what's going on? Because, like, I'm looking at this dude like, you definitely got bullied as a kid, bro. And I'm sorry if you did, but, like, damn. How you go from being bullied in school to being an online bully? Like, damn, have a little empathy for RJ. I mean, I know your ass was not going to school, not getting fucking wedgies and swirlies, my guy. Ain't no way you weren't getting fucking tripped in the hallways. I can imagine at his high school reunion, everybody there, you know, what do you do for work? Well, I went to school, you know, I'm a psychologist, I'm a biology scientist, you know, I'm a school teacher, you know, I drive trucks for a living. And then this dude's like, I dress up as Superman and I do YouTube. Like, I can't imagine him going to his high school reunion, having to listen to all the other people that are more successful than him for him to say, I hold up a friggin' sign in California at the wrong address and hope Zack Snyder will notice me. Like, that's his guy's legacy. That's his legacy, guys. He needs to talk to people. He acts like a woman. Nah, for real, he does. He can't even do a good poster sign. Yeah, I know, man. The low effort sign is for me. Like, that's for me. It's one thing to do the dressing up as Superman or whatever, but like, it's that poster that's like, bro, what were we thinking when we decided this was it? Like, I can't imagine him making that poster, looking at that poster, being like, good job. Good job. I did good. I did good. I can't wait to hold this up outside. I can't wait to hold this outside of Stone Quarries. I hope Zach notices it. Like, holy shit. I've seen better posters at Taylor Swift concerts, bro. I've seen teenagers make better posters than this, bro. You could have done a little bit better. Like, at least some fucking glitter on that bitch. Make it shine. You really want Zack Snyder to see it? You should have put glitter on that bitch. It's sunny out. That shit would have glistened. Zach would have noticed it. Oh, wait, we forgot. You weren't even at the right location. Zach wasn't there. Zach wasn't even there. I really wish somebody called the cops on him. Hello, 911, what's your emergency? Hi. So, I'm just calling. There's a man standing outside. He's wearing what appears to be a Superman outfit, but it's black. He's holding up a sign. I can't really make up what it says, but there's some printed pictures of what looks like movies. Yes, it looks like there's some Superman movie pictures on this poster. I can't make out the writing. I think it says something day sell ZSJL to Netflix. I don't know what's going on, sir. Can you please send somebody out? It's scaring the customers. We have customers complaining because he's just standing out front with a sign and taking pictures, and we don't know what's going on. I think he might be on the drugs. Yes, we don't know what drugs, but he might be on drugs. Please send somebody quick. It's a low effort science fair poster, 100%. Maybe people are still pissed about bringing Cavill back in Black Adam, then firing him days later and scrapping everything moving forward. Eric, I'm telling you, that was the thing, right? Here's the funny thing, right? You are correct about that, because they were also very pissed off at James Gunn for firing Henry Cavill. But I want to point out, Henry Cavill was never fired because he was not officially hired to come back as Superman. Now, he was asked to do a cameo in Black Adam, and he was promised verbal, no contract signing. He was verbally told that he would be coming back as Superman. Okay? That was 100% Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and two other people, executives at Warner Brothers, before James Gunn and Peter Safran even came and took over. So unfortunately, James Gunn did have to tell Henry Cavill, I'm sorry, but whatever you were promised, we're going in a different direction. But that was not James Gunn's fault, because James Gunn did not initially say, yeah, go ahead and say that to Henry Cavill. Okay? Black Adam, let's talk about it, because again, we got to do some history lessons here. We can't be rewriting history. Okay? When Black Adam was coming out, when The Rock was promoting Black Adam, he used Henry Cavill's cameo to get people to come see the movie. Have you ever in your life, guys, can you think of a single movie marketing that has ever basically told you the surprise at the end of the movie before the movie comes out? Okay? The Rock used a end credit scene cameo to get fans to go see Black Adam, because they needed Black Adam to be successful, because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wanted a seat at DC. Okay? So they used Henry Cavill and they used his Superman to get the fans to go see Black Adam, because no offense, I'm pretty sure Black Adam wouldn't have been seen by many people had not Henry Cavill been in it. Okay? They used Henry Cavill. And then when James Gunn told him, yeah, no, we're not going to use you moving forward. We're going to redo Superman. We're going to cast a new Superman. That's when the fans were like, well, it's James Gunn's fault. It was never James Gunn's fault. It was all The Rock. The Rock's like, bro, are you guys serious? Who fucking spoils the end credit fucking scene before the movie drops? Because that's what The Rock did. Guys, Henry Cavill's coming back as Superman. Bro, where? What? Why? Oh my God, Henry Cavill's coming back for his 15-second cameo in Black Adam at the end of the movie? That's what everyone's excited about? That had nothing to do with James Gunn or Peter Safran. That had all to do with The Rock. You know? That's the thing that bothers me, is these people really perpetuated that too. It was James Gunn's fault. No, the fuck it wasn't. It was The Rock's fault. They promised Henry Cavill that he'd come back without even knowing what the fuck was going on at DC Studios. They had no idea. They were trying to get ahead of it before anyone was even announced the CEOs of the fucking DC, bro. Like, what? And the fans blame James Gunn, and I'm sitting here like, that's not true. That was never true. And poor Henry Cavill had to basically, they told him to announce he was coming back as Superman, which he did, and then he had to announce that he wasn't coming back. Like, they fucked with Henry Cavill. Why are you guys not mad at The Rock and the actual people who made the decision to have Henry Cavill come back as Superman? Why didn't you have them take any blame? Nope, James Gunn. They blamed James Gunn because the moment they announced James Gunn and Peter Safran was taking over at DC Studios, they knew Zack was never coming back. They knew Zack was not coming back to finish that friggin' trilogy. They knew. That's why they went after James Gunn. Because it was over. They knew it was over. So then they had to find something new to do, so they came up with the hashtag sell Zack Snyder's Justice League Netflix. That's the real issue. Like, it's so painfully obvious. Like, it doesn't take a scientist to figure out the motivations behind these folks. It really doesn't. You know? Oh, I let me tell you, Eric, I hated I don't even like The Rock anymore for doing that. I think The Rock trying to manipulate fans doing that was so grimy. Like, you manipulated the fans into seeing your movie. And the thing that even made me more mad, hold on, let me get this clown off my screen so I can cook about Black Adam. Some of y'all know I have a very big disdain for Black Adam. Because number one, how are you going to have Black Adam and not even mention Shazam? Like, and then you do Black Adam's anti-hero storyline. You don't do his villain story. You go straight to the anti-hero. Like, I'm sorry, we're going to just jump to the anti-hero, not ever mention Shazam. Like, the way The Rock should have done that movie, if anything, if he wanted people to go see it, have the cameo. Why didn't you have the cameo and the end credit scene for the last Shazam movie and introduce Black Adam as The Rock? That would have got fans maybe more excited to see Black Adam than you lying about bringing Henry Cavill back as Superman for like a 15-second cameo at the end of Black Adam. Like, make that make sense. But we all know why, because Dwayne The Rock Johnson wanted a seat at the table. So he tried to make a power play and it failed miserably. I still blame Warner Brothers because they're gonna make a lame Clark Kent movie. I mean, if it's like Smallville, I'm down. I love Smallville. The Rock also didn't want to work with Shazam. All he wanted to do was have an opportunity to fight and beat up Superman. He wasn't even a fan of Black Adam. See, he claimed he was a fan of Black Adam, but I agree. I don't think he was actually a fan of Black Adam at all. Because the fact that you didn't even want to, like, mention Shazam, even though Black Adam is literally Shazam's, like, villain, has the same powers, basically, as Shazam, but, like, we're not going to bring Shazam into it. Absolute dog shit. Cole here says the stench of Dawn of Justice was too much. An all-out cast. Affleck, Cavill, Godot, sacked them all. Was going to be a hard cutoff one way or another, and I'm glad it was. Well, that's another thing that I kept telling people. I literally said these actors are getting too expensive. That's why they recast. They can't keep them on forever, you know? Wasn't it also Yellow Flash that also spoiled the Cavill cameo? The Rock spoiled it. What up, Karma? How you doing? The Rock spoiled it. Yeah, The Rock's ego. That's why, 100%. But again, you bring these facts up to these fans and they just disregard it, or they'll excuse it, or they'll be like, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't. I've literally talked to people in the industry, bro. What do you mean? I've talked about this many times. Like, I know people who work at, Disney and, they work with Marvel projects. I know people who have inside knowledge about what's going on over in DC. I've talked to people and we talk about it all the time, and I'm just laughing because, like, y'all think that I really don't, and it's hilarious because, again, I'm not trying to brag, but I am gonna brag. I knew the DC slate before it went public. I knew the DC slate before it went public, and I was asked, of all these things on the list, what are you most excited for? And I remember saying, I'm excited for that Wonder Woman show. I'm excited for the Wonder Woman show. But hey, I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I just talked to people who legitimately work in the industry and literally clown on y'all and say how ridiculous y'all sound and why they ignore the shit out of y'all. The Rock can't be second to none. He needs the spotlight. He's trying to compensate. Listen, The Rock only wanted to play Black Adam because they wouldn't let him play Superman. That's it. That's literally it. Black Adam was the next best thing. Yes, I am saying you don't know what I know. What would you miss the whole stream? The whole stream. But that's basically what I wanted to say about these guys, because they stay lying. I'm gonna keep talking about them. They're gonna keep crying about it, and I stand on what I said. I know for a fact that people definitely flagged Skiiwalker the Jedi because he was putting out doxed information on someone. Like, did you think that wasn't gonna happen? Did you think that wasn't gonna happen? You can't dox people on your friggin' thing. You can't say people's real names if they don't want you to. That's insane to me. Why would you do that? Well, they said my real name. Who said your real name, bro? I don't remember even knowing your real name. I don't even know who said your real name. And if somebody did that, I'd say the same thing to them. Don't say somebody's real name if they don't want you to. I don't care if it's public. If you don't want your real name out there, you don't want people calling you by your real name online, respect that and don't do it. I can call you Skiiwalker the Jedi or Skidmarker the fucking Deadeye. I will call you names, sure, but I'm not going to call you by your birth name because I don't give a fuck about you enough to even do all that. You really have to be so pressed about somebody you're going to dox them, bro. Like, if you that mad you have to dox somebody, you're really showing your true colors, not the other person's. The fact that all of your people in your community are completely okay and laugh at the fact that you're sitting there doxing someone on your live stream, they're just as trash. And I'm telling you, somebody's going to get hurt because y'all going to piss off the right fucking one. Y'all going to piss off the right one in the real world. And I hate to say it, but don't hate to say it. I hope they beat the brakes off you, bro, because y'all had it coming. You've been wanting it, so why should I care if it happens? I'm not going to have empathy for him when he gets his ass handed to him. I'm going to laugh at him because that's what he wanted. You wanted smoke? Well, you're going to get it one day, Skiiwalker. Keep playing games. What's that saying go? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Skiiwalker the Jedi is going to fuck up and find out one day. And I'm going to laugh my ass off when he does because he has it coming. He has it coming. Some people only learn when they get their ass whooped. Exactly. I'm telling you. It's going to happen. And I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh my ass off. That's what you get. That's what you get. You acting tough online, and then you go to friggin' these events and you try to like stare people down and shit and give them like mean mug them and shit. You don't think you're going to do that to somebody crazy enough to actually put hands on you? Somebody on Twitter was like, why is this chick threatening violence? Bro, he's asking for it. Like, what do you mean? I'm not even threatening violence. This man is asking for it. Like, I'm sorry that I'm happy to oblige. I'm sorry the man got a kink where he wants to get his ass beat by somebody. I don't know what to tell you, but like, I'm just saying, if that's what you want, come get it. That's all. But that's it, guys. That's all I got for this topic for tonight. I got some stuff I gotta get done tomorrow, so it's 9:30. I'm gonna spend some time with some TTS and chill and vibe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. That's it. Much love to y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for being here. You guys enjoy the rest of your nights. And yeah, like I said, Skiiwalker the Jedi and his boyfriend. Don't do this, computer. Okay. And his boyfriend, they can suck a fat one. Because no, that's the wrong one. The hell? My stream's not starting soon. It's ending. It's ending. Let's see. We're going to end with the Boba Tea song. Much love, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.